Some people are working on their bad habits this year, but I'm working on embracing mine, baby. Okay? These are my toxic traits that I will not be changing in 2025 because honestly, they're kind of working for me. Okay? What the fuck? Now that I'm thinking about this video, it's kind of a little bit self-centered, a little bit conceited because I'm just talking about myself. Hey, I'm self-aware. That's a positive thing. We're talking about negative traits today, so I can't try and deflect. I'm not gonna lie, when I talk about each of my toxic traits, I'm probably subconsciously going to try and justify each one. And that is also one of my toxic traits, is that I'm always deflecting and justifying things. This video is bringing up a lot of like healthy self-talk and like, this is kind of therapy for me. I hope this makes you kind of have like a one-on-one with yourself as well. So while you're watching this video, maybe get a notepad, get a pen and start writing out things that you also have been in denial about. My first bad trait is that I will refuse to spend money on important things that I probably should be spending money on. For example, I will not spend money on an app or something that I can need for work or something like that, but I will not hesitate to buy myself a matcha. However, I did make this one today, so I hope you're proud of me. It's pretty good, not as good as buying it out, because when you buy drinks out, they just taste so much better. I don't know what it is, but that's a fact. Okay, girl, don't get it twisted. For example, that was quite the jump scare, I'm very sorry. I should probably buy new socks. And yeah, this is... No one is going to watch this video. And honestly, I don't blame you if you click off this video straight after seeing my feet. I would too. That is a horrifying sight. But I will refuse to buy myself basic necessities like new pair of socks, but I will buy myself a matcha. Don't ask me why, I don't know why. Also, I think part of that is because I just keep wearing my socks outside, so it's pretty much my fault. Like, stop wearing your socks outside, Island, get a grip, be practical. I try to romanticize literally everything, and I don't know, is that toxic? You guys tell me, but if I have a bad day, but I'm like driving home in the rain listening to music, it turned into a good day because I get to pretend I'm in a movie or something. God forbid a girl is trying to make the most of what life has handed her. That's really dramatic, and I'm fine. You know what I'm trying to say? I think that's actually not a toxic trait. But then that could also be considered like delulu. Like, I don't want to be considered like I'm delusional. Like, girl, your life is not a movie. Like, you could have gotten into a car accident while driving home in the rain or something. But we're trying, okay? That's what that matters. Oh, this next one is pretty bad and I really got to get a grip on it and I'm not proud of it. And if you guys have any tips, let me know. But I will ignore someone's messages, text, anything for days and days and days. And then when I do respond, which will probably be at least minimum 6 months, give or take, I just act like nothing happened. Like, yeah, sorry, missed your message 7 months ago. That's not good. I need to get out of that. I don't know why I do it. My next thing is sometimes I will show up to things too early. Like, you know how some people are like, oh, I'm always late to everything. Like, it's such a bad trait. I have the opposite problem. I show up to things too early to the point where I will sit in my car for at least like 2 hours and then I'll feel more unproductive because I've been sitting in my car doing nothing. Like, I just can't win. I show up to things too early because if I don't, I'll have a fucking panic attack if I'm remotely, like, even if I get there like 10 minutes before, oh, panic. Like, I'm like sprinting to get into my appointment or something. I'm so... like, why? But then I'd rather sit in the car for 2 hours earlier and then I still feel guilty and unproductive if I do that. The next thing, I would say I feel like I give pretty good advice, if I do say so. I give mediocre to good advice sometimes, like especially to my family and friends. Not that I have any friends, but like, you know what I'm trying to say, like my family basically. Me trying to justify. I don't take my own advice, just fuck that. What's the saying? It's like, warriors don't, like, you know, I don't even know, I just made that up. Like, don't psychologists have like the most problems in the world? Like, because they have to deal with everyone's shit, they're so mentally unwell themselves. Not that I'm a psychologist, God, let's not get confused here. Okay, your girl's not a psychologist, obviously, look at her. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, people who give the best advice are usually pretty not okay. The next thing that I recently kind of learnt myself is that anytime I'm diagnosed with something, like when I was diagnosed with my autoimmune disease a couple of years ago, it became a personality trait. Recently I was diagnosed with PCOS, it's become a personality trait. You know, if someone's like, oh, how are you feeling? And I'm like, oh, I feel so tired, like can't do that today. It's because I've got PCOS. I'm sorry. It's a big life change, so it is kind of, my personality grabs onto it. and it becomes part of me. Am I using it as an excuse? Yes. Am I gonna stop? Probably not. I don't even know why I do that. Like maybe it's a coping mechanism. Me trying to justify my toxic trait. You know, I actually don't think it's bad because I don't always bring it up. Like it's only to like my family that I'm like, oh, PCOS, like let's not forget PCOS. Anyways, my next toxic trait is something that Chad pointed out to me, and I kind of have been doing it this whole video, is deflecting, okay? Apparently I deflect a lot of things. For example, if I were to fart and I will be like, you're hearing things. And he'll be like, no, like I heard that come out of your ass right beside my ear, and I heard that come out of your ass. I will then proceed to be like, well, that's your fault because you made me eat this junk food and that, and then I told you it would make me gassy, but you made me eat it. Like, I do take accountability for a lot of things, but when it's like little things like that, that's your problem. Also, guys, I hope you know that I'm like not being dead serious about these things. Like I hope people get my humor. And if you don't, we can't be friends. We can't be friends, but I like to just pretend. My next toxic trait, I'm gonna say this kind of is like going off the back of the last one that we just spoke about, is little white lies, okay? And they're harmless. Like, let's not be silly here. I'm not talking big dramatic lies. I don't do that. But little harmless white lies, like, you didn't hear that. That wasn't me, the farting incident. Okay, it just keeps the peace in the moment. It doesn't disrupt our movie date. For example, the other day, someone was like, do you want to go get a matcha? And I was like, yes, I haven't had one all day. I'd had one already that morning, but I didn't want to say that because then it kills the vibe and they'll be like, oh, well then like, let's not bother, like, let's do something else. But I really wanted to get a second matcha that day. So little white lies that just kind of keep peace and it doesn't hurt anyone. It's fine. Another thing that Chad recently told me about myself, which I feel like a lot of things, my brain just fully glitched then. I feel like a lot of these things I've kind of come to the conclusion on my own, like realizing, and also Chad has also told me. So it's kind of a mix of self-reflection and my boyfriend of 8 years telling me these things. So I do kind of trust his insight and his input into my behavior and things. So I tend to avoid things that are important that I shouldn't avoid. I guess that's kind of like a form of procrastination in a way. For example, going to get a doctor's appointment, like getting a scan done, takes me a lot of courage to build up to make the phone call, be like, hi, yeah, I need to get a scan done. I'm just a 13-year-old girl. I'm not 23, I'm 13, okay? Let's not forget that. I'm an avoidant personality. Like other things, oh my gosh, like I need to edit this video. Your girl's on it straight away. It's important, like my health. Fuck it. It's fine. I'm just kidding. Make sure you prioritize your health. Like I'm actually joking. Please don't take this seriously. Even responding to an email, oh my God. It's so bad. Like it will take me so long to respond to an email. When I see the email sitting there, I'm anxious, I'm on edge like for weeks. And then when I respond to it, it could be a 2-word response. I could be like, thank you. And it took me like weeks and weeks to type that out. I don't know what is wrong with me. Oh, I've got tummy pains. My last toxic trait that I'm going to be discussing on the internet for everyone to know about is that I have put my guards up. And this is something that I actually did not realize myself once again, especially in the last year or so. The fort is up. The fortress has been built and it is staying in place for as long, sorry I farted, for as long as it needs to be. It's weird because I don't have an issue oversharing on the internet with you guys. I have issues with opening up to people, like, which is, I don't know why. Oh my God, that fart is really bad. That's another toxic trait. I'm not even gonna hide it. That's one that's not justifiable. As I was saying, I don't know if it's like a form of like having trust issues, but trust issues. And I got issues. You got them too. It is what it is, bitch. Oh my gosh, another thing I just remembered. Every time something goes wrong in my life, I just want to dye my hair. If I had the funds tomorrow, I'd be dyeing my hair like red or like copper again. Shut up. My next door neighbor's dog is so fucking annoying. Period. It hurt me. Take a breath. The funny thing is that I have a lot of self-help books. Like I have my manifestation books, I have my Atomic Habits books, and I haven't read Atomic Habits, but I have read the Manifest one. I really enjoyed that one. You have them for a reason, Island. You can get to it, okay? Maybe I am the drama, I am the problem. That's occurring to me after just listing out all these toxic traits. This could be ruining my life. Like this could be a flow and effect to many aspects of my life. I'm also fun at times. I can bring the vibes, I can bring the energy if needed. And that's all that really matters. Cheers to that. Own your chaos, okay? If you can relate to any of these things, you can own it. It's emotionally healthy and responsible to take accountability for the toxic traits We all have them. We've all got skeletons in our closet. Okay, let's not fucking pretend to be perfect, because no bitch is perfect. Everyone has positive traits and negative traits. Let's just not fix what isn't broken. Maybe this one. My feet are fucking freezing right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you loved hanging out with me, because I loved hanging out with you. And I think this was really great for us. I think it was a real bonding experience. I think it was really healthy to bring up our, you know, the ugly stuff that a lot of people don't want to talk about. But I'm happy to talk about the realistic ugly shit. You get everything over here. Anyways, here is your hug. I love you so much. And I hope you're having the best week. And I'm sorry if I, you know, stank things up a little bit. I'm going to the toilet now. Another toxic trait is that I need to stop oversharing about my bowel movement. Sorry.